We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1. We're diving deep into the story of a small but extraordinary treasure, the United States 1972 5-cent coin, commonly known as the Jefferson nickel. This coin may seem like an ordinary piece of loose change at first glance, but it could be worth a life-changing amount if you're lucky enough to find the right one. So, stick around as we uncover the history, unique features, and astonishing value of this incredible coin. Let's get started. The United States Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the third president of the United States, on the obverse side. On the reverse, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's beautiful Virginia estate, which has become a symbol of American history and heritage. The 1972 5-cent coin was minted during a time when the United States was experiencing cultural shifts and economic challenges. This was the early 1970s, a period marked by the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and the rise of counterculture. Coins from this era often carry a unique charm for collectors because they serve as tangible artifacts of a transformative time in American history. But what sets the 1972 Jefferson nickel apart from millions of others produced that year? It's all about rarity, condition, and those fascinating little details that often go unnoticed by the average person. Most 1972 nickels were minted in massive quantities at facilities like the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, but not all coins are created equal. Some have unique characteristics that make them highly sought after by collectors around the world. For example, some 1972 nickels were struck with errors during the minting process. These errors could include doubled dies, off-center strikes, or even planchet flaws, each of which makes the coin stand out from the rest. Double die nickels, in particular, are exceptionally rare and can dramatically increase the coin's value because they showcase a doubling of design elements like the date, lettering, or Monticello's architecture. Imagine holding a coin that tells its own little story of imperfection, a story that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. And now let's talk about condition. Coins that have been circulated and used in everyday transactions usually show signs of wear and tear. Scratches, dings, and faded details can significantly reduce a coin's value. On the other hand, coins that have been carefully preserved in uncirculated condition are highly prized. A pristine 1972 Jefferson nickel with sharp details, vibrant luster, and no visible marks can command astonishing prices in the collector's market. You might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1972 nickel is worth a fortune? The first step is to examine it closely. Look for any unusual features or signs of minting errors. Next, check the coin's overall condition. Does it still have its original shine, or does it look heavily worn? If you suspect your coin might be special, consider having it graded by a professional coin grading service. These experts can evaluate your coin and assign it a grade that reflects its condition and rarity. So, why do collectors place such a high value on coins like the 1972 Jefferson nickel? It all comes down to demand. Rare coins with unique features and exceptional preservation hold a special appeal for collectors because they're not just pieces of currency, they're pieces of history. Owning a coin like this is like holding a tiny fragment of America's story, and for many collectors, that's worth far more than the monetary value. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: the value of the 1972 Jefferson nickel. If you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, or even better, with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $48,000 to $52,000. That's right, this humble 5-cent coin could be worth more than a luxury car or a down payment on a house. So, the next time you come across a 1972 nickel in your spare change or an old coin collection, don't dismiss it too quickly. Take a closer look, you might just be holding a hidden treasure. Top 2. We're diving into the story of an iconic coin that's been hiding in plain sight, the United States of America 1985 5-cent piece. This humble coin, often dismissed as just spare change, holds a fascinating history and could be worth an astonishing amount of money. Stick around to the very end to discover its surprising value. This is one treasure you don't want to miss. The 1985 nickel, minted in Philadelphia, represents more than just a piece of currency. It's a snapshot of America in the mid-1980s, a time when the nation was booming with technological advancements, cultural shifts, and economic growth. While millions of these coins were minted and used in everyday transactions, certain features and conditions make some of these coins incredibly valuable today. Let's start by taking a closer look at its design. On the front of the coin, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and a key figure in American history. This iconic image has been a mainstay of the nickel since 1938, reflecting Jefferson's contributions to the country, including authoring the Declaration of Independence and founding the University of Virginia. His portrait is beautifully detailed, showcasing the artistry and precision of American coinage. Flip the coin over, and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. This architectural masterpiece represents Jefferson's ingenuity and his lasting legacy. The design on the reverse side of the coin captures Monticello's neoclassical elegance, complete with its domed roof and symmetrical windows. It's a reminder of Jefferson's enduring influence on American culture and ideals. But what makes the 1985 P nickel so special? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While these coins were produced in large quantities, most of them have been heavily circulated, suffering from scratches, wear, and general damage over the years. However, a select few have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. These rare coins retain their original luster, sharp details, and mint-state quality, making them highly sought after by collectors. Even more exciting, some 1985 P nickels feature unique characteristics that make them stand out. These could include slight minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or die cracks. These errors, while unintentional, turn an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Collectors around the world are willing to pay top dollar for these rare finds, especially if the coin has been professionally graded and certified by a reputable service. The better the condition and the rarer the features, the higher the value. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: the value. If you happen to have a 1985 P nickel in outstanding, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, its worth could range anywhere from $42,000 to $46,000. That's right, this little 5-cent coin could be worth a fortune. So, the next time you come across a nickel from 1985 with the Philadelphia Mint mark, take a closer look. You could be holding a piece of American history worth thousands of dollars. Top 3. We're diving into the fascinating world of United States coinage, focusing on a gem that's been hiding in plain sight: the 1986 P Jefferson nickel. This unassuming 5-cent coin has sparked the interest of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why it might be worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. Before we reveal its astonishing value, let's take a closer look at this coin's history, design, and what makes it so valuable today. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. The 1986 P Jefferson nickel was minted in Philadelphia, as signified by the P mint mark on the obverse. During the mid-1980s, the U.S. Mint was focusing on refining its production processes while meeting the high demand for coins in circulation. Millions of these nickels were struck, and most were used for everyday transactions, buying coffee, candy, or a bus ride. However, like many coins, not all 1986 P Jefferson nickels were created equal. While most were mass-produced with little fanfare, a few were minted with such precision and care that they become sought-after rarities. What's more, some of these coins have unique features or minting errors that make them stand out even more, making them irresistible to collectors. Point 1. Of the key reasons this coin has gained attention is its design. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson's thoughtful gaze and sharp features are a testament to the artistry of Felix Schlag, the original designer of the Jefferson nickel back in 1938. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays Monticello, Jefferson's historic plantation home. The intricate detailing of the building, from its grand dome to the stately columns, reflects the elegance and vision of one of America's founding fathers. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a simple nickel from 1986 so special? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were produced, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is exceptionally rare. Most coins from this era were used extensively, suffering scratches, dings, and wear from countless transactions, but those that escaped circulation and remained untouched in their original state are now highly coveted. Their sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and immaculate condition set them apart, making them prime candidates for collectors looking to complete their Jefferson nickel sets. Adding to the allure are potential minting errors or anomalies. Coins with misstrikes, off-center designs, or other imperfections are highly valued by numismatists because they're unique pieces of history. Each error coin tells a story about the minting process and adds a layer of intrigue to an already fascinating collectible. So, what is this 1986 P Jefferson nickel really worth? It's hard to believe that a coin once used for buying small treats could now be worth a significant fortune. But if you have one of these nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition, or, better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value between $37,000 and $40,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single 5-cent coin could be worth as much as $40,000. Imagine finding one of these treasures tucked away in your collection or in an old jar of coins. What a discovery that would be. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these valuable nickels? Start by examining it closely. Look for the 1986 date and the P mint mark. Check its condition carefully. Does it look uncirculated? Are there any unusual features or potential errors? If you're unsure, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. As we wrap up, let this be a reminder that even the most ordinary looking coins can hold extraordinary value. The 1986 P. Jefferson nickel is a shining example of why it's always worth paying attention to the change in your pocket.